Hey guys, and welcome back to This Alaska Life. Today is part 3 of our Seldovia trip, and we are going to take you along as the boys go fishing and as we eat some of their catch. Come along as we finish our amazing week at the Seldovia cabin. It is still early in the week, and so we do not have a refrigerator or freezer at the cabin, so the boys are just trying to catch a couple of fish for us to eat throughout the week.
Got the juicer action going on. Oh. Rockfish. Yeah.
I think another has a halibut. It's pulling harder.
Hunter, we can see it down there. Nice.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. You want to keep it?
Sure.
Okay, what we're going to do is open up the fish box. And then, okay, can you reel it in a little bit more? Lift it up and stick it in there. Keep reeling it. Reel more. Reel more. Good. All right.
Let's pour up to the max.
All right, Hunter's got another one on. I'm thinking he had hook in the bottom, but this is looking like a good fish.
Yeah. Whoa.
All right.
Looks pretty energetic.
Yeah, nice
Super
one.
small.
Hey, that's good.
I just caught the tiniest fish I've ever, biggest, tiniest halibut I've ever. Like, this is in comparison to my hand. Wow. I just reeled in this fish.
All right, the boys just got back from fishing, and there's already these eagles circling. Oh, they're hard to see. Let's see if we can get some good video of them when they land. After Mark fillets the fish, the best thing to do is just throw the carcass out on the beach, and then the eagles come and take care of the rest. The eagle that is sitting on the beach here on the right hand side is a juvenile. The juveniles are very spotted and don't have the white heads yet.
Hi guys.
Now that the fish are all filleted and cleaned up, it is time to cook some up for dinner. With Weston and Bennett as my helpers in the kitchen today, we are going to batter and fry some of this yummy halibut and enjoy it as our dinner.
Cooking those right now. We're cooking those.
We're gonna start.
Oh yeah, those look so good. Come on, look.
Bennett is in charge of making us a salad, and don't worry, I talked to him about stirring with a spoon and not a knife, and he also made us some tartar sauce for our halibut.
I had fun doing these. I'm having fun doing them. This is the last one.
Thanks for helping. So you like the halibut, huh?
No.
No?
I love it.
This cabin was built by my in-laws and some of their friends over 30 years ago. And now that we have lots of grandkids around, we have decided that we are going to build a bunkhouse. We've talked about it for years. We now have another set of cousins up here. We would all like to be able to be at the cabin together. And so we are going to be building what we call a bunkie this summer. And we've decided on this spot back here.
Soil testing.
What are you checking for, Hunter?
See how far the gravel goes down.
And
So far we're fine.
we've got some good gravel back here, so we're going to level it out. And Dad decided he
trap too.
cut
Whoa!
a bunch of limbs off these trees, and it really just opened it up so that there'll be more light in here.
And then you go around and you make a circle with the other things. Then you go through. Then you pull, and it should look like a finger eight at the end.
Using the stove, I was able to make the most perfect marshmallows for s'mores, And then putting the s'mores on top of the stove, the chocolate was melted and made some amazing ooey gooey s'mores. All right, today with the halibut that the boys caught, we're gonna make some ceviche, which is when you don't cook it, you just put lime juice on it and that kind of cooks it, and it's super yummy. So that is what I'm making. They are actually out fishing for more halibut, so it's good to use up this stuff they caught the other day. Ceviche can be made with many different ingredients. Today I'm just making it with some peppers and onions because that is what we have here at the cabin, and it turns out beautiful, colorful, and extremely tasty. So right now the halibut is very translucent, and once it sits in that lime juice for an hour or so, it will become opaque and white, and then we will know that it is ready to eat. So we're gonna set it aside, cover it, and then let it do its work. It looks beautiful though. Right, you can see that it's turned opaque. It's yummy and beautiful. The boys were asking Grandpa if he'd ever played marbles. It was just a kind of a random conversation. And then we found some marbles here at the cabin. And so they were asking him the rules, and now we had this rug rolled up that I was thinking we needed to get rid of. But it's been perfect for playing marbles.
So we were having a fire. You can probably hear in the background it's going pop, 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 pop. But wow, that's loud. I'll show you it now. It's really smoking.
What are we gonna go get?
A hot dog.
Ooh. Okay. When Mark cut down the limbs around the new bunkhouse, we had a huge pile, and so during a really low tide, we were able to burn the limbs and make our lunch at the same time. Before we knew it, Bennett had brought down some hot dogs, and everybody was grilling them up. In the evening, we took a boat ride around the bay and even tried to catch some fish right in the bay. We were not successful, but we did have a good time and the weather was beautiful and Everett got a little nap. All day, Bennett had been begging us to let him jump off the boat into the freezing cold water, so after we did our ride around the bay, he got his chance, and it was as cold as we thought it was going to be, but he did it.
I don't know, guys, but this is a really nice pair of pants. All I need to do is fix this right here, and then it'd be perfect.
No.
Should we keep them?
Should we keep them?
No.
Aww.
What should we do with them, Everett?
I cut them.
Cut them?
Yeah.
Okay.
We just found somewhere where someone just weed whacked. It's a little brown stuff to eat. But it's called a bear.
So all of that stuff that's just been cut down, like a weed eater's gone through, that's bears eating grass. That's pretty much all they can eat this time in the spring. And it looks like someone just came with a weed eater and just mowed all of this stuff down.
Every single day we are at the cabin, we take long walks and explore the different beaches around the cabin. And we just have a really good time finding new treasures. I call this a boat full of boys. You be good for Dad, okay? Love you. Love you too. Mwah. Because it was so glassy calm out, Mark was able to take all 4 boys on a little joyride in the new little boat. And then I got a chance to go along for a ride to a couple different beaches to find some treasures. This little beach we have named Sea Glass Beach. It's not its real name, but we find tons of sea glass here. There's just something about the perfect combination of the wave action and the way that the rocks are here. We find way more glass here in a couple minutes than we can find the entire week at our beach. All right, here's our sea glass from our trip. Quite a bit. We're gonna add it to our jar of other sea glass.
We hit the jackpot.
The boys love to help build fires, so we are trying to teach them how to build proper fires. And Bennett's #1 goal is to learn how to make a fire that he can light with 1 match. You ready to go outside?
Yes.
Play frisbee?
Yes.
You have your shoes on?
Yes.
You have your cute hat on?
Yes.
What kind of hat are you wearing?
Rainbow one.
Okay.
And my brown My brown
What about your pants?
jeans.
What are those? What are those?
Jammy pants.
But what is on them?
Dinosaurs.
All right, you're all set.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, this is an old homestead that's been torn down. We just found some bunk beds. Looking at this, would have been an old building that are standing around the foundation. And that would have been a wooden barrel. That's now just the metal part sticking up out of the earth.
A bell.
But somehow this was made by people. It's like some kind of foundation or something.
That'd be a lot of digging.
Oh yeah, for sure. And they probably did.
Wow, he
Check
said.
it out. Look at the eagle over it.
It's landing.
Look at the blue birds over there. Almost had it.
What is he doing?
No.
He looks like a unicorn. It is our last morning at the cabin and we have been waiting for the fog to lift so that we can start making flights back to Homer. It's another gorgeous and calm day and it's hard to leave on such a beautiful day, but a beautiful day also means a good day for flying. So we are packing up and heading out. Since the cabin is all cleaned up, I thought I would take you on a quick tour. Mark's parents are the owners of this cabin and they built it over 30 years ago with some friends and they are kind enough to let us come and enjoy it. It is a simple 2-bedroom cabin with a galley kitchen. There's a propane stove that we cook on and a bedroom downstairs with a full bed. And you go upstairs, there are lots of beds tucked in here so that we can all sleep up here and the most gorgeous view in the house. It is time to load up the boat and say goodbye to the cabin for this trip. We head on over to the Seldovia harbor and make our way to the airport so that we can start ferrying people across. So this is life of having a small airplane. It's wonderful, gets us amazing places, but it's all weight-based. So we're gonna have to take about 3 trips to get over to the car and then get everybody home. So the kids and I are waiting behind at the airport while Mark and my dad fly over to Homer.
Looking at a plane that could take us all at once.
We're gonna look at this cool airplane. That's an amphibious airplane that can land on water. So cool. Mark took the 3 older boys over second, and then it was finally my turn to go with Everett back to Homer to meet Grandpa to drive home. After a smooth flight over Ketchmack Bay, we landed in Homer, and Grandpa Bennett and I loaded up the car and started the 5.5-hour drive home. The leaves had come out and were bright green, just as I had predicted, and people were dip netting for hooligan on the 20-mile river. Mark, Hunter, Weston, and Everett flew home, and Hunter took the GoPro to show you some of the flight. Thank you so much for watching. We hope that you enjoyed coming along with us for our week at the cabin. If you did enjoy this video, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a big thumbs up. We will see you soon on another adventure in this Alaska life.